Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Kendra's Card Challenge 15 live stream. We're so happy you're here tonight. I hope everyone can hear me. So if you're not familiar with Kendra's Card Challenge, it is a free challenge that runs July 1st through September 30th. You take 6 sheets of 6x6 pattern paper and create 15 unique card sketches. And basically, Kendra provides you with the sketches and a cutting guide that shows you how to do the cutting for them. And then you can make 15 fantastic cards with her sketches and the cutting guide. Thank you, Lala, for letting me know that my sound is okay. That's always something that you think about. So anyway, today I'm going to be working with sketches 1, 4, 5, and 6. If you were in Lynn's live a minute ago, you'll understand that Tracy became ill, and so we had to separate her cards. So she was going to actually start out the live, and I was going to be second in the list. But with her becoming ill, we kind of quickly adapted and overcome. And so I'm going to start off with card sketch 1. And so what I've done here is I've put everything in my little envelope here. I actually have prepared everything in advance to get 4 cards done in 45 minutes is going to be a little bit of a challenge. So I see everybody is saying hi to everyone, and Gloria was the big winner for this evening. She won on the giveaway on Kendra's channel and then on Lynn's as well. So let's just get started here, and you guys have fun talking, and I'll try to keep up with the chat while I'm trying to get 4 cards done in 45 minutes. So I've just got a little printout of the design that I'm going to lay there so that I can reference it. But I've already done all of my cutting. And I will mention I am using one of our super sponsors, Pink and Main. I've got their pattern paper, their cardstock. I've even got this Daisy Days, and you'll see different elements of that. So I'm using Pink and Main, our super sponsor. Most of what I'm using is part of the Crafty Courtyard kit. And I've provided a link in my description box for that if you haven't checked out the Crafty Courtyard kit. It is lots of fun, and you get lots of fun product to work with. And so that's what I am working with. Thanks, Kendra. I appreciate your vote of confidence that I can do it. First of all, we better get our card base in the right direction. So I'm glad I saw that. And then what I've got here is I'm to build a scene or use a large image. So I did take that stamp set from Daisy Days, and I stamped it, and I did some coloring here, and I'm just going to use that for my scene. So what I need to do first now is to layer up these cards here according to the sketch. You've got 2 triangular pieces here, and you're just going to layer them up and use them for your pattern paper. So it's going to go like this, and then we'll do the other one, and it's going to go like that. So I'm going to just try and get it all laid down on here, and we'll make a fast card of it. That's one thing about the Kendra's Card Challenge is if you're struggling for ideas and you can't really decide, what you want to make for a card, or you just don't have any ideas, this is a great jumping off point. This printable, it has the free cutting guide and the card sketch layouts that just give you tons of inspiration, lots of fun to work with, and then also the opportunity to win. So you can actually download the cutting guide and the sketch layouts, the printable, from Patreon, and all you have to do is create a free Patreon account to download, and then you can get the cutting guides and the sketches, and you can get them and start creating with the challenge. And then if you do make your 15 cards and take a single picture of them, you can enter it for chances to win. So it's lots of fun. I really enjoy Kendra's Card Challenge. I've been doing it for a while, and it's so much fun. And whenever I need an idea, I can just pull out one of the sketches and just go to town, and you can make some cards very quickly and very nicely. So I just need to trim this up a little bit here. So I'm just going to snip these little corners off. I probably could have layered it up a little bit differently, but anyway, so there's that. So basically I followed this sketch so far, and then I'm going to just take my scene, and I'm going to lay it down on there. Now my scene is supposed to have a backer panel, which I forgot to grab. So I'm going to get one of my black panels and just cut it um, with my cutter. So most of it I put together, but I didn't miss. So we'll get this real quick, and then this will pretty much finish off this card. I do have some embellishments from Pink and Main that I'm going to be using, and so we'll put those on there. But I've really enjoyed being on the design team and participating in these challenges, and I hope that you will follow along the entire live stream that we've got going on here and see all of the design, all of the sketches and what everybody is making, and just getting some inspiration from it. So there. So I needed to lay down that layer so that I matched my sketch, and now I can just lay this down and we've got our first card done. So we're only 5 minutes in. I think I might make it. So we basically split up. Tracy was going to do 1, 2, and 3, and then me 4, 5, and 6. And we basically split up Tracy's designs amongst ourselves so that we could cover for her. And we're hoping that she gets to feeling better very quickly. So we're sending up some thoughts and prayers for her that she'll get feeling better and she'll be back amongst our team soon. So I'm just going to lay this cinnamon here. And I had a bunch of the Pink and Main cinnamons already stamped and die cut out. And so I was able to just grab them and pull them into my designs. So I was thinking for this one, these are some Pink and Main embellishments. And I was thinking that I would use these. And I'll bring in Pink and Main's little pick and stick tool as well. This is theirs. So I thought the gold, because we've kind of got the orange and the kind of goldenrod paper there, I thought the gold embellishments from this would look nice on this card. So I'm just going to bring these in and get them laid down on there. So let's see what's going on in the chat. Everybody's just talking and wishing T to feel better. Yes, we hope that she gets to feeling better. It did come up, I think, kind of quickly on her. And so we hope that she gets to feeling better. I'm sure she's, disappointed that she's not able to participate in the hop and that she's certainly not feeling well. So this is card sketch 1 of KCC 15. And I think it turned out really pretty. I like it. I think it's a nice scene card, and it was fun coloring. I did do all my coloring off camera because, as you know, it does take a minute to do some coloring. So the next sketch I've got is, I've got sketch 4. And so I've got all of my elements here. And I did emboss my panel with some, in fact, 3 of them I embossed with some embossing folders because I thought it would be nice to have an embossed layer for that. So this is sketch 4, and I've got my little card here. Oh, thanks. I appreciate you guys' vote of confidence and giving me some kudos for my cards. Okay, so what I used for this is I actually brought in some of my Spellbinders embossing folders, and this one is just called Lattice Work, and I'm using it, and I thought it would look nice on there. I always think an embossing folder kind of adds an extra layer of interest to your card sketches, so I thought it'd be fun to just bring them in and we'll get them laid down. So don't also, in addition to, and I know different people along the live are going to talk about different things, but I wanted to mention also the bonus printables and the color challenges, and that those are extra features that you have from that Kinder offers to all of us, and those are a lot of fun too, and there's opportunities to win from those as well. So this particular sketch actually calls for 2 pieces of pattern paper, and that would be just centered there, and then it's also calling for a strip. And this is a Love from Lizzie strip, and I didn't have a strip quite large enough for what the dimensions called on it, so I actually cut the edge of the package, the paper that it's laying on, because I know I can remove the strip and lay it down. So we'll just go ahead and get this one assembled, and we will move on. So everybody's just talking to everybody. So let's see, let's get this laid down here. So if you're new to Kinder's Card Challenge, I would encourage you to try it out because it is a total blast. It is so much fun. And the community is so fun and kind and interactive. It's a really great interactive community. And It's fun to follow along the designers and the different people in the community and just have fun together and craft and enjoy it. And Kendra is always coming out with such fantastic bonus printables and different things for us. It's just a lot of fun. So I just encourage you to check it out. So next I'm going to lay down this strip and hopefully I can pull that backer off like I was wanting to. I've got these nails. I'm going to use my tool. Where'd I put it? Right there. So um, I hope everybody had a good, safe, yeah, I know the U.S. celebrated the Independence Day, the 4th of July. So I'm hoping everybody had a safe and wonderful holiday. We have been incredibly busy at my house. We've had a lot of events going on as well as some family in from out of town. So it's been really crazy busy. Today was the first day that I really got to spend a good amount of time in my craft room, and I really enjoyed that and was relaxing and enjoying that time. So I hope everybody had a good holiday that we're celebrating. And for those of you who weren't celebrating, I hope that you have had a great weekend. We've had beautiful weather and it's been lovely. So I hope everybody has as well. So I'm going to just lay that down on there, and there's my strip. And I think that looks nice. And then I've chosen to use another piece of the um, pattern paper from Peak and Main, and I just thought all the colors looked nice together. And I didn't feel like it was too much of a clash because I am going to lay a white panel down on here. So this is the next layer that you would put on this particular card. And Susan says she loves the tiny sketch guide. Maybe there will be Kendra's tag challenge in the future. Oh, that's funny. That'd be cute. That's a good idea. Always looking for new ideas and stuff. So to participate in Kendra's card challenge, you have to take a single picture of all 15 cards, and then you can upload it into the Cards by Kendra Facebook page, or you can go to www.kendrascardchallenges.com. I'm going to post a link there in the comments about how to enter the challenge and where you can see more inspiration. So there should be a clickable link in the comment box that you can use for that. So I see that some people did absolutely nothing this weekend. That's kind of nice when you can just relax and do nothing. It seems like I've been going great guns for days, so it's nice to actually be able to have a little break. So I'm just going to lay this down as the sketch calls for. And then I'm bringing in, the sketch actually shows like a star, and it says any shape or, I don't know, embellishment. I can't see it. It's so small. I made it so small I can't see it. Anyway, so I'm going to bring in this butterfly, and I just took my ink blending brush, used the green and the yellow, and just kind of added some colors so that it would go with my color scheme. And I'm actually going to bring in a little foam square and get it popped up on there, and that way we'll have a little bit of dimension on this card because it is relatively flat. So now the other thing you can do is you can certainly make the sketch your own. A lot of people say, do I have to do it exactly the same? And the sketches are really just a jumping off point. They are to give you some inspiration and something to start with. And certainly you can tweak it, in ways that, ideas that you have or whatever. And they are still eligible to be entered into the card challenge for chances to win. So you certainly can do that. And then I'm just going to add a Hello Friend sentiment to this, and I think that'll finish off that card. And it was so convenient that I had all the right colors of the sentiments already stamped and embossed and cut out and ready because they were just in my stash. And so I didn't have to do additional sentiments. I don't know if you guys do that, but sometimes when I get a stamp set, I'll just do bulk stamping and die cutting and then just put them aside so that I have them when I want to build a card. So I'm going to just lay this Hello Friend down there, and this will finish up sketch 4. Now I did have some embellishments I thought that I was going to add to this one. Actually, no, this one I didn't. This was the one I was going to skip. So we've got these 2 cards here. We've got 1 and 4, and then we'll move on to 5. And I think I'm doing okay as far as time. So I guess I can slow down a little bit. I tried to do a lot of my prepping in advance because I wasn't certain, how quickly I would be able to get this many cards put together. I had left some elements in to actually do on the screen, but when I realized I was going to take on a fourth card, I went ahead and did some die cutting and that stuff so that I would have, make sure that I have time. So this sketch here is sketch 5, and it actually calls for, this is one of those where I'm making it my own. So I'm going to have an extra layer in here. And so I just wanted to share that and help you to understand that you certainly can make your own. And the reason why I'm having an extra layer is when I went to cut, I did individual cuttings. You can cut the challenge one card at a time, or you can do the 6x6 pattern paper and do them all and have all of your pieces together and ready to go. Now tonight I did them one by one, and when I cut this particular piece, I cut it wrong. So I got creative and decided to add a layer. So I had this that I had die cut the circle out that I was going to use, and I went ahead and embossed it. And I embossed it with this embossing folder, Swirling Blooms. And I thought that would be really pretty on there. And so it's got a hole in there, but that's fine because it'll work out just fine with my paper that I cut the wrong size. So this is where I'm claiming that I'm making this sketch my own. And I'm doing that because of user error. So let's see. Oh, thanks, Lala. She's telling me that I'm doing great. Well, I appreciate it. I'm trying to move away. Oh, thanks. Lynn said the same thing. So it's funny. I've had a really good time. I haven't been live streaming that long, and I've been having a really good time with it. But for some reason, I was worried about this one, wanting to do it right and correctly and everything. And so I was a little bit nervous about it. So anyway, I think it's going okay. So I'm actually laying the emboss side down, and I've got the deboss side up. And I think it'll make a nice background for that. So then our next layer, we're just going to lay it down on there. And you can see this wonderful pattern paper from Pink and Main is double-sided. And they've always got great paper pads in their Crafty Courtyard kit. Stamps, dies. Sometimes you get stencils. You usually get embellishments. I'm trying to think. You get some cardstock as well. And you get, they include within their kit some inspirational sketches as well. So Pink and Main is a wonderful sponsor for Kinder's Card Challenge, and they have wonderful products. I love their dies because they cut, their dies are always nice and tight. They get up real nice and snug to your image, which I love that. So our next layer is the circle that we're going to lay down on here. And I'll get it laid down on there, and then I've got the other pieces over here. So I'm just going to use my glue press here and it's behaving. I've commented on my glue press at different times, but it has really been behaving lately. So I'm very thankful for that. Sometimes it wants to clog up on me, but it seems like we've made friends and we're getting along nicely now. So, okay, let's see. Oh, yes, artistic opportunities. I love that. Yeah, no mistakes, just artistic opportunities. Yeah, we all need to take those. So the next is like a banner that's going to run across here, or a strip of pattern paper that you're going to layer up. And I'm going to layer it up on this this cardstock here that I got from Pink and Main. And look how beautifully that matches. I just think it looks really, really pretty. So I'm going to lay that on there. And I think I'm going to need to bring in a little piece of paper for each side so that I can make sure that my panel will lay flat on there. So I'm just going to cut some strips and we'll just layer that up. Now this is just some scrap stuff that, who knows, I had printed something on it and cut it apart, and so I've got these scraps. I always try to make the most out of my product. So that's why I did use that die cut, the piece that I had this die cut center out of, is I try to be a frugal crafter because, craft supplies can be expensive. So there we go. So that will help to layer it on there. And they've kind of got, the sketch calls for it to be just a little bit lower and not necessarily in the center of the circle. So I'm going to go ahead and follow the sketch with that. And we'll just get some glue laid down on here and see how this goes. So I think it's coming together nicely. Now we have a couple of banners to add, and I'm not a good banner cutter, so I did use a die from one of our other sponsors, and I thought I had laid it out, but I used a banner die for it. And I'm gonna just put them down on there as well. And it calls for the larger one to be on this side and then the smaller one to kind of layer over on top of it. So I'm gonna get it laid down on there. And I just can't imagine, how Kendra comes up with all these sketches over and over and figures out how to use all of those 6x6 pattern papers and come out with these sketches. But it's just amazing, and I'm thankful she does it because I don't think I could do it for sure. And she does it each quarter. Each quarter we have a new challenge. And not only the challenge, but all of the bonus printables and all that. I mean, that is just a lot of work. And I am just simply amazed at her talent and how hard she works at it. So, and I've been so blessed and thankful to be on the team and get to participate. I was thrilled to be asked back for 15, and I'm loving every minute of it. So the next thing is it calls for sentiment, and I had this sentiment, like I said, in my stash ready to go, and I'm just going to get it laid down on there. And we are 20 minutes in, so I think we're going to make it. So let's see what's going on. Okay, so Stacy's here now. And of course, Lala, it's breakfast time for her. So Susan is asking Lala what is for breakfast. So we'll have to see what she has to say. Now, today I actually went out for breakfast. My kids, my oldest daughter and her son, and the grandkids were going out to breakfast. And I was out running errands, and they called me and said, "Hey, do you want to meet us for breakfast?" So we went to Cracker Barrel and had breakfast, and that was fun. So let's see. Oh, very exciting. She says she's having toasted bread and till. And tea. I saw the exclamation point and thought it was still. Would love one of Yvette's cupcakes. Yes, those cupcakes that Yvette made in that live on LV's channel was fantastic, and they did look yummy. So this is how Card Sketch this is sorry, I'm losing my mind. Card Sketch 5, and I'm going to add some embellishments to it. I should put on some stronger glasses. I can't hardly read. And I'm just going to bring in my little triangle tray here. This helps so that you can easily pick them up off of your desk. You don't have to have a big mess on your desk. And these are also from Pink and Main, and these are interesting. These just have a little dimension to them, and they're just flat little sequins, but I thought they'd be fun on the card, especially since there are some teal, and I have some teal in my background there. And I don't think I picked up a teal one. Oh, excuse me. I hit my head on the camera. I was trying to get in close to see what I was doing and kind of bumped the camera. Okay, and we'll just get this laid in there. And I think that looks cute. So that is Card Sketch 5. So we'll be moving on to our last card sketch. Let's see what's going on in the chat. The colors are great and wonderful card. Oh, don't forget Sarah's chocolates, Lala. Ooh, that sounds good. And Mina, that's Daria. She said the colors are great and a wonderful card. Thank you. And then Mommy Guide says, "Oh, thanks for the reminder, Susan. She'll get them both." Sarah's too. I hope they're watching. Wink, wink, hint, hint. She's always joking and kidding around. So, all right. So we've got these three. We've got 1, 4, and 5, and then we've got our final one, 6. Now this one I think is going to take me a little bit longer to do, and I got a little panicked when they were talking on Lynn's live about how hard it is to get so many cards done in a short time, and I had these pieces here that I was actually going to bring in my little scout and die cut out, and I thought I better die cut these out just in case I don't have time for it. I don't want to be in a hurry. And so I went ahead and die cut those out and did that. Thank you, Kendra. I appreciate that you like these. So what I was thinking is recently on my channel, I did my very first tunnel card. And I thought this sketch, you could kind of do like a mock tunnel card. And so I'm kind of making this sketch my own as well. And then I'm going to make kind of a similar to a tunnel card. And I actually reversed my panel. So instead of laying this paper B on the bottom, I actually laid it on the top, and then I'm layering underneath it to create like a tunnel. And I thought this one would take a little bit longer. So while I was watching the rest of the team on Lynn's live, I started gluing. I was going to glue them all together because I thought it might just take too long, but it looks like I'm doing pretty good. So basically what I did, just for purposes of an example, is I took just my, let's find it. I just took some nested circular dies, and I could spend a little bit more time on this. And I just took the different pieces of patterned paper, and I did this one first and got my big circle. And then what I did was then I took and laid the other ones. I put my other piece of paper behind it, laid that in there, taped it down, and then took and cut. So I just incrementally went down on my patterned paper, and I tried to pull it over to the side to where I'd have a little bit exposed here and then more exposed here on my paper. And so that's how I did it. And I just did it on all 4 panels. And I'm going to get it lined up to where we've kind of got a thin layer here and all the way around. So that's how I did it. And I thought that would be kind of fun and a different take on this particular sketch. So I did do that, and I thought that would be fun. So, oh, thanks. Hildy says, great idea. Can't wait to see it. Okay, well, hopefully it'll come together. This is what I had in mind. And I also have a background layer. So let's go ahead and start there, and then we'll work our way into it. So I'm just bringing in this, and I didn't emboss this panel because there's just not a lot showing around it, but I think it'll be fine, and we'll get it laid down. It looks like I'll let my glue set long enough to make a mess. I did actually bring in another glue bottle for my press in case I started having trouble with this one. I was just trying to plan ahead for any snafus that I might have on the live, since I do kind of struggle with this press every once in a while. But like I said, I don't know if it's the weather change or what, but it certainly has been working much better. I think since we've had, I don't know, maybe more humidity or. Yes, Susan, those are stitched dies. And I think they are stitch dies, but you barely see the stitch on there, I think. So, hi Pam, welcome. Glad you could join us. I'm marathon crafting here, trying to get 4 cards done, and I've got 3 of them done, and I'm working on the last one. So anyway, so I'm just going to continue, and you can see when I cut them, I realized that, I wanted to move them, shift them one way or another. So I just kind of trimmed them down as I needed to get them to fit on there, because I didn't want them to peek out behind the cover panel. So that's how I did it. I don't know if my die shifted on me or what, but, or I flipped it the wrong way or whatever. But so that was my plan, was to just kind of create a tunnel card. And I thought it'd be fun. Like I said, I had never done one until I recently used one of the Spellbinders dies and did a tunnel card with their product. And so I thought this would be a great, when I saw this, I just envisioned that. And then I thought it would be nice to put just the yellow panel behind there and just do that. So I thought that would be nice. So I'm just going to add some, I think for this, I might bring in some of my strips here and just add some dimension around there. I don't know if I have enough with that or not. I like these thicker ones. That's why I'm thinking I'm gonna use these. I accidentally bought some of the smaller ones, and I don't like them as well. They're just not as thick. So I think what I'm gonna do, hopefully I'll get that on there to where I can put that yellow panel and have a little bit of dimension. And we'll just cut this one in half and go on each side. And I'm kind of going on the inside because this is a smaller panel, so I want to make sure I am able to hit the cardstock with it. And then this will just give us a little bit of tunnel fill, I guess, on the last layer. And I'm getting this stuck to me. Oh, okay, there we go. So we'll just get this laid down on there. And I think I can do it just like this. And then there we have it. And I think it's fun. Now I need to trim up a little bit here. I think that was the last circular layer. And I'll just trim that off. And so it's kind of looking like our sketch. So I think it turned out nice. Let's see. Guess says, think it's going to be a late sleep for me. Okay, yeah. I know, the different time zones. I was, because we all are in a lot of different time zones. So it was kind of interesting. I kept double checking to make sure I am in my time zone at the right time and when I needed to air. So I was just double checking because we're all over the place as far as time zones go. So Brenda, everybody's saying hello to Brenda. And card making and paper crafts. Michelle says it's looking great. Thank you, Michelle. I appreciate that. So I'm going to get this laid down on here with a nice little edge around there. And I'm kind of just taking my time because I did move through those rather quickly. But we've got that, and I think that looks good. Now, I was trying to decide if I wanted to use, I've got this blue banner here that I die cut out. And I was thinking I could use either this black thinking of you on there and put that on there, or I could use this teal thinking of you and put it on there. And I don't know, what do you think? Should I use this kind of teal greeny colored one or the black one? I'm going to let the chat decide that. Hi, Elizabeth. Oh, thank you. I'm looking forward to your live next. So what does everybody think? Should we go with the teal? I see Linda Eaton says teal. And Kendra likes the teal. Cordelia likes the teal. Looks like everybody likes the teal. All right, it sounds like the teal's it. So we're going to use the teal and get it laid down on there. And I think that'll actually work out because I actually, the ink, now that I think about it on here, is kind of a teal colored. So I think that'll work out well with that. So I'm just going to lay this down on here. And it is a little bit tight, as far as laying this die cut cinnamon out on this strip. But I went ahead and did that because the sketch shows that. And I thought it'd be kind of fun to have that on there. And plus it helps separate it from my plaid pattern paper there. So I'm going to just do that. Hi, Ruth. Welcome. So we'll get this laid down on there. And actually, she's got the cinnamon on the sketch going up a little bit higher. So I'm going to push it up there and just kind of rub off that glue. And hopefully that'll be all right. I need to bring in my little glue eraser and just take a little bit of that glue off of there. There we go. And there we have it. And I thought for the center that it would be fun to put some butterflies in there and kind of pop them up. So I'll bring in some foam dots and kind of do that. I think that looks cute. I like it. Okay, so I'm just going to grab just some foam squares that I have here and get them laid down on my card. Where is that die from? That is from Pink and Maine. Yeah, most everything I used on this live here is from the Crafty Courtyard Kit, Pink and Maine. And the embellishments, the paper, the stamp and die set, all the different embellishments that I have here. And this is another set. And then this was Stampin' actually has a die that goes with it. It's actually a larger one. I had to cut it down to fit the card. But all that is from Pink and Maine, and they are one of our super sponsors. And we like to celebrate them and use their product. And so that's what I'm doing today. And I hope you like it. Now, I did bring in some Spellbinders embossing folders just to add a little bit of dimension to the cards. And so I did show those as well. Oh, and Stacy, my sister, says she likes the cards, especially the yellow. She is a big sunflower fan and she likes a lot of yellow. So I think that turned out really cute. So let's go ahead and add some embellishments to this. And let's see, I had these or these. I think I'm going to go with these. I'm going to go with, I don't know if I want to do the orange. Yeah, I think I want to do the orange on there. We could do the blue. What do you think? Should we do the orange or the blue? Oh, Pam said she likes Pink and Main, and it was fun to go to their store in Florida back in March. I bet that was awesome. Yeah, I think that would be really fun. Your favorite color is yellow too, not for clothes though, for everything else. That's what Lala says. So Linda's saying orange and Elizabeth is saying orange, so we'll go with the orange. Okay. So I'll just grab my little tool here and we'll pull some orange ones off and get them laid down on here. Now sometimes I struggle with how to put my little embellishments on there. Sometimes I watch videos and see people put their embellishments on there, and I always like how they do it, and I'm always thinking, how should I do mine? But I just kind of get stuck in a pattern of putting them in a row or whatever, and those aren't even. I need to line that up a little bit. There we go. And then we'll add a couple more down here at the bottom. And I think we're doing good. We've got 36 minutes. So we'll do a recap of the cards and see what's going on in the chat. So, oh, Michelle said blue. Sorry, I went with the orange. Maybe I should put some blue on the other side. Daria says she loves the way it turned out. Those flowers in the entrance were truly awesome. Were you talking about these? Yeah, I had fun coloring that. As soon as we found out about tea, I ran into my craft room and started trying to figure out what I was going to do. And I thought, oh, because when I was working with the other elements, I thought it would be fun to do that, but I really didn't have the right card for that. So then it just worked out perfectly to use that card. So, okay, I'm going to add one more over here so that we have kind of that visual triangle. And we'll just use one of these a little bit bigger ones and add that visual triangle. So I don't know. I think it looks all right. So let's see, we're at 37 minutes. So, okay, let's take a vote and tell me which card sketch you like the most. So we have got, we'll get them all in order here. So we have card sketch 1, and we've got the daisies that I've colored, and we've got the pattern paper and the embossed folder. And then we have the card sketch 4. And this is the one that had, like, you know, a little star up there just showing you that you put any kind of die cut or embellishment piece. And I chose to use one of the Pink and Main butterflies that I had, you know, just taken my blending brushes and just blended it up. And then, you know, my Hello Friend and the lemon pattern paper with the green. I really like the green and the yellow together. I thought it was super cute. And then we had sketch 5, in which I've got that other cinnamon on there. We had the happy birthday with a circle. And this is the one that one of them that I made my own because I cut my piece the wrong size. And so I went ahead and added a backer sheet to it. I think it turned out nice. And then we have sketch 6, which I thought would be fun to create a tunnel card. And for that, I reversed my layering. I put my largest layer on top and then just consecutively went down with my circle die cuts so that I could kind of create a tunnel card and then add my butterflies from Pink and Main and my embellishments and stuff. So Elizabeth says she really likes this one. So let's see. Ruth likes 5 and 6. Sire likes sketch 6. And Susan likes the bright, happy colors. Oh, she loves the bright, happy colors. And let's see. Would snacking on a cookie help keep me awake and make me sleepy? It's 12:51 a.m. Not sure I'll be able to stay awake for all the hop lives, but I'm going to try. Maybe a cookie and some coffee. That might help you to stay awake. Of course, you might not be able to get to sleep later. So, okay, so let's see. The pink one, LOL, I should be more specific. Okay, So Elizabeth likes the pink one. And Christine says she likes number 1. And Phyllis says, I have to pick, question mark. No, not necessarily. You can like them all. I just thought it'd be fun to kind of get a little pull and see which one you like and um, just have a little chit chat about it. So we've actually got about 5 minutes. Um, oh, you don't drink coffee. How about tea? Do you drink tea? That would help. Thanks, Kendra. I appreciate. And I know I'm a little bit early, and I don't know if I should just wrap it up or if we should hang out here for a little bit. But um, let's see. I finally figured out how to see the comments. Better late than never. Well, welcome, Cindy. I'm sorry that it took you a minute to find the comments. So glad to have you, and I hope you've enjoyed the live, and it's going to be fun. So Elizabeth she is up next, and my channel should actually redirect you to her channel. So you should go right there. And Daria says she likes 6 because of its unique, because it's unique. So thank you. I appreciate that. I tried to spend some time thinking about how to do some things a little different. So because I wanted to have some different inspiration available for you guys to look at. And so tried to spend some time for that. But if you haven't checked out Kendra's Card Challenge, I just want to encourage you to do it. It is a total blast. Like I said, the community is great. Go to her Facebook page at Cards by Kendra, www.atcardsbykendra. You can, she's also on TikTok. If you are a person that does TikTok, she does lots of fun stuff on TikTok. Kendra has lots of shorts and just a lot of different content and fun things. She usually does a Pink and Main unboxing and just so much fun. So if you haven't checked out, I know a lot of the people in the chat are familiar with and play along and all that. But if there's anybody out there that is not familiar with, I just want to encourage you to check it out because there's just so much fun to be had. And it is such a great community and a great group of people to hang out with. So if you haven't, I should put in my little plug. If you haven't had a chance, if you'll give me a like, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel, if you would, I would love for you to join my channel. I have a growing channel. I have a lot of fun with it. I usually put out content every day. And a lot of it surrounds Kendra's Card Challenge. So I appreciate you guys all popping in, and I think I'm going to be done a little bit early. Lynn, is that okay? So Elizabeth's coming up next, and I hope that you will enjoy her channel, and I'm going to hop over there and watch, and I'll be in the chat talking with all you guys. So have a great evening and take care, and happy crafting. Bye-bye now.